Hey everybody, welcome back to my anime react channel, Giz Anime. Today we're going to be watching Combatants Will Be Dispatched, episode 4. Last episode we really just went into a tower, defeated some enemies, and got a lot of gold. Other than that, not a whole lot happened. The only big reveal to me was the hero that I believe is the princess's brother was easily defeated by these tower guardians. And this guy is supposed to be super strong. So I'm not sure if this is just another type of gag thing. As in Konosuba, there's just gags galore, right? So it might not be what we think it is or what they think it is. So that's yet to be revealed. So hopefully we get that this episode. Other than that, the only other thing that happened that was a little interesting, or not to say interesting, but is that the kingdom really has an issue with pride. Like, any underhanded, dirty tricks they won't use to win a battle. Which is, what Agent 6 was trying to do. He said, set a fire at the bottom of the tower and basically smoke everybody out. But they wouldn't do that, even though that's the logical decision, battle tactic here. And even after that, the one that he ended up using, climbing up the side of the tower, Snow was like, that's dishonorable or whatnot. Even though he won, they still had an issue with it, which is kind of dumb. Other than those two things, and really just the hero, not much happened. We didn't get any story development at all, really. So hopefully this episode we get that too. And with that being said, I will see you there. Alright, everybody, here we go. That's probably the girl that he met earlier, right? With the demon that killed Grimm. I'm surprised he's not in for that. Because he basically said he wanted to leave Earth for this planet because of the gold they gave him. Is he a huge fan of his, or does he just want him to fail? So, these items that they got from the tower have opened up the way for them to battle the Demon Lord, right? Gotcha. So they want them to take out the top generals. Are they going to give them the artifacts to do that with, or are they just keeping them for themselves? Exactly, he's jealous. Did they just kill Grimm? Yo, I think they killed Grimm. They broke her neck by tripping her back, or she fell back. Okay, Grimm's not dead.
I hate all of you.
I hate you guys as much as I hate him. Alright, it is the girl that he faced off against. Now, is the other demon that killed Grimm there? Because he might actually have an issue with him. Okay, we see Alice kill the golem in the opening with the bazooka. Watch him get decimated. Wow, they move pretty quick. A 3-year loan for her sword. Who is she getting these weapons from? She's gonna eat the griffin. Well, this should be interesting. Because like I said in the opening, we see her defeat it. So he's probably just going to have to hold it back some. This girl really about to eat this thing alive. Fire versus ice. They already told you what it is, dude. Yeah, that's not working at all. I did just walk by him like that. This must be her own kind of curse. To be useless. Did he break his hand? Punched it where he shot it, though. He is stronger than most people, right? Because of the augmentation they gave him. It's tea time. They don't have like some kind of emergency call system. Did she? Oh, I thought she ate it all. I thought she already had wings, though. Yeah, so why did she eat the griffin for wings? Okay, she used a bazooka in the opening. But look at this girl. Well, that's a heck of a downside. I thought it was takes it a while to cool it down so he can use the advanced mode more, but it's just 3 minutes of him being immobile. She must have kicked the crap out of Snow. Snow probably back there buried in the ground somewhere. That didn't buy no time. They're gonna show us Snow. You melted her sword. Her 3 year long loan. Gone. She did it? She actually did it. I figured that it would knock back on her. What have you thought about me? You slacker. Now, the roles have been reversed. Now she can't move. Get off your knees. It wore off just suddenly. Okay, she is succubus and she's enthralled him. Just sorry. I've got to go with her now. Oh, that's probably really important, whatever it is. Yeah. So if Grimm used that, she could probably cast even more powerful curses, right? They've basically made her normal. Like, that's what makes her so powerful. Look at all the monsters. It's just like, what is going on? Is this what happens when we lose? Are we gonna have to take turns too? But I'm sure it's disgusting, whatever it is. Yeah, we don't care about your sword, girl. I mean, I'm sure she could kill him in his sleep or something. That's what just allowed her to, like, make that huge ball of fire. But I think they should really give it to... Wow, this dude here. They should really give it to Grimm. She's defeated, and she's no longer one of the 4 generals now because of the loss of power she just had. So why is she going back? She should actually talk to them and see if she can't join forces with them now. Going back like that might end up in her death or something. The only one who did really much of anything other than Alice was Grimm. And then everything else was just dumb luck. Well, I guess the whole thing was dumb luck because Grimm getting hit in the head with a rock to wake her up. Totally in love with me. Yeah, I don't think so just yet. Yo, why is she still carrying around that sword? Okay, that's interesting. What happened to the moon? Wow, this guy got really drunk. He's gonna sleep right there. Oh, that would be interesting to see. Yeah, this dude. He's jealous. He wants him dead. He wants him out. That's why they sent him out there, because he thought he'd fail and get killed. Go along with it. See what this guy's really all about. She's gonna slip. She's gonna try to get her to, or he's gonna try to get her to basically say that everything was her idea, and he'll back her up. She needs to go along with what he's saying and just report it back when he's out of the picture. Everything he said was right. So now is she gonna go ahead and plant evidence to make it look like he's a spy? Or is she gonna tell him about what dude's trying to do? Because she's all about that money. Exactly. He's drunk. Oh, wow. Just blurted that out loud.
It's like I made a mistake.
This dude's an idiot. Alright, everybody, so a little bit of a recap. We have the team went against Heine to basically get her out of the picture, defeat her so they can get rid of the general so that they can go after the Demon Lord himself. You know, get rid of his big guns before going after him. They inadvertently defeat her by removing a gem on her being that is what grants her the power she has. What they're doing with this thing now is beyond me. I would have gave it to Grimm. I don't know. I don't know if they gave it to the king, which to me seems kind of dumb. You know, they should be using these artifacts and these things themselves to defeat these opponents, but I guess that's neither here nor there. We'll see what happens with it. And then we got basically events after the battle where Agent 6 gets drunk and then starts blurting out a whole bunch of garbage and lets out while Snow is at the door that he's basically a spy, and now she's trying to figure out what's going on. Next episode, I'm hoping what happens is that Alice steps up and says, he's drunk. He doesn't really mean what he's saying. He's an idiot. I don't know how they're going to get around it, because now that I really think about it, when people drink, they typically tend to say what's really real. Like, the honesty is just pouring out because he's so inebriated that he can't stop it. I'm not sure how they'll get around spilling all that out. And then we had Grimm, who managed to throw out a curse to temporarily paralyze Heine from throwing out the huge fireball that she was about to chunk at Agent 6. Which is pretty shocking. But I guess it shouldn't be, because even like Megaman in Konosuba, she might be like a one-hit wonder, but her spells are incredibly strong. She's not entirely useless. She's just really limited. The same with Grimm. Her abilities have their downside, but when she can use them to their potential, which is why I think they should give her the stone, because I feel like she'd be able to really go all out with this thing. She could probably, with this stone, maybe with a couple of them, cast some kind of curse on the Demon Lord himself, which would be pretty cool to see. But with that said, let me know what you all thought of the episode, and I'll see you all next time.